Welcome back to the build of the Strike Freedom Gundam. In this video, I'll be finishing up with the legs. So previously, I was able to get the thighs, calves finished, and then I got the ankle plates on them. So I'm going to be starting on the feet. So, unlike with the HGs that I've built, the HGs that I've done up to this point have all had a solid foot one piece, and the MG, unlike the HG, has an articulated foot, meaning that you can actually bend the heel and toes a little bit from each other, which is really nice. So the feet I ended up doing individually. They're not quite symmetrical. They are slight mirroring to them. first foot done. Now, those who are really eagle-eyed or very, very familiar with the anime might have noticed that the legs are missing a couple of platings. Well, this is the point at which I realized that, and I ended up going back, trimming those plates off, and fitting them in, looking at how they were going to work and whatnot. I started with a test fit, as I have with others, and then I went ahead and pulled them off so that I could paint them green, just like the rest of the leg plating. They're really small. I wasn't able to, unfortunately, get a good grip on them with my fingers alone, so I did use the pliers to hold them while I painted them. Again, as always, I'm painting one side first of the first piece, then on the second, and then I can go back when the first piece is dry and paint the other side of both pieces. Due to the time restraints, I actually ended up using a hair dryer on these a little bit, just to help the paint dry a little bit faster. But again, I was doing that off camera. I don't actually have, I didn't actually have a hair dryer set up close to my workstation, so that was all done off camera. So here we're getting the inside and edging for the plate. A little bit easier to hold on to them, but still a little bit touchy. And as before, I'm not worrying about doing the entire inside of the plate. I'm only worried about the edging and a little bit of the inside rim, what is going to be potentially exposed with the articulation of the leg, which on these particular pieces was actually very, very little. They don't actually articulate or open up. Something to remember when you're holding something with pliers and or tweezers is that you can hold it more than one way. You know, when you use pliers for working on something, you need to have a strong grip, and so you generally hold them in a very strong four-handed manner. But sometimes holding the pliers in a backward manner or downward or a little bit differently helps you get a better angle on the part without having to put it down and pick it back up again. So, the legs are almost done. We've got to finish a foot here for this piece while the armor plates dry. Put those plates on after they're dry, put the foot on, and with that one, the legs are done.